why I prefer in-person classes versus online. I feel that the fact that in-person classes, you're more active and more involved in class. And even if you don't want to be involved in class, you can still get someone to answer. You can still talk to them. You can still, versus if it's online, you can't do that. Like they'll get to you when they get to you. I feel that if a class is going to be more challenging, or the professor wants it more challenging, it should be in class. It should be in person, so we can get immediate answers or immediate clarification. Because if it's challenging and we can't get a clarification on it, it makes it harder, because we're at mercy to that. And especially online classes, like it's a lot of demand. It's a lot of people who they have a lot of classes, a lot of students, so it's harder to get back to everybody individually. And in the classroom, if one person asks the question, maybe that one person is going to ask the same question that maybe 10 other people are going to ask, and the professor only has to answer it once versus answering it several times, writing several emails. And I don't know, it seems to save time. And not to mention, if the class is challenging, in the class, you can bounce ideas off of people. You can, off your classmates, you can hear their responses. You can do all that. And online class, yes, you can do that, but not really. If you know that person, but I feel online classes, you don't really you're not interactive with your classmates. I feel it's just impersonal. And I feel like immediate feedback is important. I feel online classes are like texting. You ask a question, and whenever the other person gets time, they'll give you an answer. And that's hard. It's hard, especially during the type of classes we're taking, because everything's compressed. It's in a rush. It's faster. And I don't think that's okay. Stuff gets lost in the fold, and it's hard. It's hard to just stay on top of it. And then, at least in the classroom, you can take care of things. You're focused. You're focused on one thing. And I think online courses, you're even though you focus on it, but there's still, because of the convenience, I feel life gets in the way. Life blocks you from certain things. And at least in class, you are dedicated to that time, to that place, to that subject, to that event. So you can engage more, you can be better, I feel like you can get more, versus online. And resources are, I don't want to say limited, but maybe motivation is limited, versus in the classroom, for being with the professor, professor asking a question and looking at people's faces, and he brings clarity, or he or she puts us, in that mind frame. So I think online courses, it's difficult. It's difficult to just, it just makes everything difficult to be online. It doesn't, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I'd rather be in the classroom. I'd rather be able to bounce the idea off my professor. What if I'm saying something, or what if I need to finish a paper or finish an assignment and I'm not getting anything back? Or what if I do it completely wrong and then wasted time? And I feel like in the classroom, you get immediate response, and it's straight and to the point. and you get things done, and that's that. I feel like that's, and I want to know, like, what's the criteria to make what classes go online and what classes, don't go online. Like, who's the final decision? Like, yep, this class is gonna be online and this class is gonna be in person. Like, I don't know. I would really, really like to know. So, but I know I feel very strongly about being in class, in person, because you're more engaged, and that's being more engaged. It's encouraging versus online, and it's such a drag. That's the best I can do. It's such a drag, and I really dislike it. I'd rather be in person with the professor, learning, asking questions, expanding, and I just prefer online classes.